Hello friends, it's Logan here, and I'm going to be bringing you a nice gameplay of Crysis 2, the multiplayer demo, on the PC. So, I have a custom class here. I'm going to be using the SCAR, standard pistol, the grenade. I'm going to be using 3 different perks, and I believe that they are, one is the increased armor, which obviously is only increased armor when you have your armor ability on. The quicker reload, and which is called Weapon Pro, I believe, and the stealth enhance, which makes me go invisible quicker, which is weird because I decided this gameplay that I was not going to go invisible as much as I have in past gameplays. Even though I was just showing those off, I think that those abilities are very, very powerful and useful, but at the same time, I wanted to give you guys a less cheesy, not a less cheese-filled gameplay. This one is going to be pretty interesting. You're going to see I'm going to have trouble capturing any of the points or getting close to any of the points to get any points for my team at the beginning, and then when I do have the ability to get there, I'm not going to. I'm going to play more of an offensive defense role, where I'm going to push the team back. But what I've been thinking about during this game is, it's a very interesting game in general. And yes, I've been playing it on the PC, so obviously I'm not as good on the PC as I could be on a console. I just don't have that ability with the mouse and the keyboard. I just don't have that much anymore. I don't know, I get my, I'm playing WASD, right, and I'll Q is for armor lock and E is for the stealth mode, but when it comes down to it, I'll try to go press those and I'll accidentally press 1 or 3 and I'll pull up my grenade, and then I just get into these clusterfuck situations where I have no business being in, even surviving these situations, and sometimes I'll get out. You'll see. I just I don't know, I just have trouble with some of it. Some people have that ability with keyboard because they're used to playing it. I seriously just started playing on a PC again, and I hadn't played in quite a while, probably since like second year university, and that was a little while ago for me. So it really I'm really trying to just freshen up on my skills, on my PC skills, and so this gameplay came as a surprise to me. I did not realize how well I was doing until I had already finished, and it kind of blew my mind. I had suffered before on this game from latency issues because of just the fact that I'm in Canada and there's no Canadian servers and blah de blah de blah, but I found a couple, or I decided to stick with Chicago servers, and my latency's good now, and I'm really having fun with this game. I'm really having fun, I want to consider this, when I'm putting it on the broad spectrum of games. Call of Duty is that super fast pace, I want to say, I seriously don't want to bash Call of Duty players because it takes skill. There's a lot of haters, there's a lot of Battlefield Bad Company 2 fanboys and people that just enjoy the game in general, that just feel that for some, they feel that there's that Call of Duty takes no skill and all this stuff. It does take some skill, it's just different skills. Here I get in a situation where I just keep circling because I can't figure out on the radar where I want to go, and finally I realized once again I must have forgot that I was playing this type of game, where there's an objective, but for some reason I just run by it again. I don't know. I had the goggles on this game, I was out for all those dog tags. As you'll see, whenever I see them, I'll just run towards them like it's what's his name? Woods from the Family Guy skit there. Ooh, piece candy. Ooh, piece candy. Regardless, that's beside the point. I'm not even trying to talk about fucking Family Guy. I'm trying to talk about Crysis, and I just can't keep my mind straight right now. It's probably because I have a nice big bowl of chicken noodle soup in front of me, but I decided to do this commentary before eating for some reason. Riddle me that, I don't know. I do like my soup at just above lukewarm because I like to eat it quick, but this is all beside. Look at this. Ooh, piece of candy. Oh shit. Ooh, another piece of candy. Just all over those things, and really I'm not being a good team player. But back to the point that I was talking about 3 minutes ago. The way that it works is that I find on the broad spectrum of games, Call of Duty is that fast-paced, try hard type, low, minimal things to do type game. There's not a lot of things to keep your eye out for, where Battlefield Bad Company 2 and other Battlefield games are a the highest, I'd say, probably the highest on the broad spectrum of games when it comes to, things you have to pay attention to. You have to stay focused on where the enemy is, where this is, where that is, what's going on in this situation, where the objective is, and bullet drop, blah, 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 all that. I find that's the highest. So earlier today, I ranked, or somebody on Twitter asked me, what do you think about these two games, Crysis 2 and Killzone 3? Because I do own both, and I don't own Crysis 2, but I've been playing both, and what I do think is that Killzone 3 is closer to Bad Company 2 than it is closer to Call of Duty. So it's like a slower, you got to keep your mind on all these different things. You gotta stay within the game. All this different, there's lots of things going on in that game, and it takes a lot of control and a lot of knowledge and just awareness of the game to play it well. Where this, I find Crysis 2 is going for more of that Call of Duty feel, that quick, action-packed. And I'm not saying other games aren't action-packed. I'm not trying to bash any games. I'm a very diverse gamer. I'm just saying that it feels like they're going for that. We don't want you to be thinking too much about everything. We want you to be focused on yourself. You could be a lone wolf if you want and still win the game. That type of thing. So from that, I've kind of built this theory around this game that you could do it all by yourself, obviously in the team modes, but in this mode too, you'll see I'm kind of failing my team. I keep failing to realize where the crash point is and where the enemy is, but I'm trying to push them back. I'm trying to keep them off of the point. I'm just hoping. I do have one really good teammate. I've noticed that he's just doing a lot. He's capturing points. He's holding them back from the point. So instead of taking his kills or encroaching on his space in the game, I'm giving him that space, and I'm trying to do my own thing. But here, I see that the game's getting a little out of hand, so I push forward. Obviously, we don't have voice chat, but I'm still kind of trying to deal with the situation the way that I would if he weren't there. If I didn't have a good teammate. And I don't know this player. I just we just got matched up. I saw he was doing good, and here I realized, okay, we need some help. We're about to lose. There's a minute and a half left. It's gonna take about 30 seconds for the next pod to drop. So what I did was I got my airship and I got my orbital strike, and the pod's dropping right now. Let's get in there, and that's exactly what's gonna happen. And you're gonna see that it's very possible that this kill streak, the Ceph airship or gunship, is a little bit overpowered, and you'll see what I mean soon enough. Here I'm gonna do my patented cloak move. And then, as you can see there, I switched to armor, and just soon enough where I wouldn't lose all my power. And yeah, I'd say that's the #1 tactic to do in this type of situation. Here I charge my power and wait, get back in there, but nothing else is gonna happen, guys. Just look at that kill feed up in the top left. This gunship goes to work, does some damage, and if you've noticed, I've done pretty well throughout this game. I'm not sure how many kills that gunship's gonna get me, but it's gonna get me a lot. And in the end, I realized that I really am enjoying this game. I want to see how it is on the PlayStation 3. I don't know if I'm gonna get it, or where I'm gonna get it, or what system for, but it's a very good game. You have to enjoy it. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun, and in the end, I had 5 stupid deaths, 35 kills. That's pretty good in my books. I'm about 1 step away from max level, which I believe is 10, and obviously all of the information I'm giving you is just based on what I think. I'm obviously not there yet. And from that, this game's been pretty fun, and I'm enjoying it. Here you guys go. As you can see, all my dog tags and awards, and take it easy. Peace.